Okay, we have here Abdullah Ali. Allah has a spirit and I can prove it. Okay, that's a good one. Hello?
Hello?
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm fine. So you are a Muslim?
Yes, I am Muslim.
Your name is Abdullah Ali?
Yes.
All right. You said you can prove to me that Allah has a spirit. Go ahead. Allah has a spirit. Go ahead.
Yes.
So he is using the internet of the neighbor. You hear me, Mr. Abdullah?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. You told me that you can prove that Allah has a spirit. Go ahead.
في سورة الأنبياء.
Yeah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay. And? Oh boy. Every 2 words he would say, we will lose internet. My friend, if you have many applications open, close them so your internet will be better, if you don't mind. And close your camera. Close your camera. I don't want your camera. Hello?
Hello.
All right. Go
Yes,
ahead.
so in that part it says that Allah, he blew from his soul.
Okay.
He has a soul, and that's where he gives us his spirit.
All right. So, but I know what the Quran is saying, but the problem is that you Muslims don't believe that Allah have a spirit.
No, but that it says it in the Quran, and
you said to me, the Quran chapter Al-Anbiya 21 verse number 40, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. But where it says that in 40? Do you want me to correct you?
No, Al-Anbiya, ayah number 91.
Oh, okay. That's better. All right. So, do the Muslim believe that Allah have a spirit?
Yes.
Can you give me a proof?
Well, this one in the Quran.
No, I can give you a clear proof of fatwas from tons of Muslims. Aren't you a Muslim Sunni?
Yes.
Okay, Muslim Sunni don't believe Allah has a spirit. Not a single Muslim Sunni believe in that.
Well, it's because we don't talk about this. Like, this is not a question we talk about.
No, you do. You do. I can show you right now in 2 seconds the fatwa, and you can search right now in your side. Do you speak Arabic?
Yes, I speak Arabic.
Okay, you can search right now if Allah has a spirit or He's a spirit. You will see that He's not. And I'm going to show you the fatwa from my side. You can find the same fatwa from very well-known Islamic website. Here we go. Let me find it for you. And I will give you the link. You can open it from your side. And you know this website, Al-Islamu Su'alun wa Jawab. You know this website, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I think this site run in Qatar, So this is the answer. Let me post the link for you. And it's in English. And you can find the same thing in Arabic. Here we go. You can open it from your side. I just sent you the link. So this is your Muslim website. I will post it to everybody. And the question is, do Allah have a spirit? The answer is no. Allah is not a spirit. And a spirit is something created according to Islam. So what you are saying to me, actually I was just telling people here that Muslim, they call me and they don't know that Allah is not a spirit. I saw tons of Muslims. And I can see it, like you open your camera, you are in your 30. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you are in your 30, but you never know that Allah is not a spirit. How come? How come you do not know that? So you go and read the Quran. I agree with you. The Quran says, from my spirit. But all the Muslims, they say that is Jibreel. That's what they say. You can read the interpretation for the verse you gave me, and you will see they don't say that this is a spirit of Allah. Allah have a spirit or a soul. Allah, when the Quran speaks spirit, it means Jibreel. So the question here, as we see in the screen, he is debating with a Christian, is asking, does Allah have a spirit? The answer, no. All right, read with me here. It says, the spirit or soul is not one of the attributes of Allah. Rather, it is one of the things that been created by Allah. Do you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what you Muslim believe. So my friend, you are not a Muslim. You believe in something. You believe in different God. You believe that your God is the same as our God. He is a spirit.
Well, that is a different, and well, I mean, it is an interpretation at the end of the day.
No, it's not, because all the Muslims agree on this.
Okay, but
isn't it your prophet? He said, "My people, they will not agree. لا يجتمعوا على ضلال."
Why should I ignore the proof in the Quran?
So are you Quran only?
No.
Okay, then how you have to take what your prophet said.
But I have to take what the Quran says too.
Okay, well, if you took the Quran, what the Quran says, then Islam is wrong. Why? Because if Allah, He breathed the Spirit into Mary, where? The verse you choose for me, He breathed the Spirit where?
And Farjaha.
Okay, so Allah, do you accept that you have a God? He breathed into the vagina of Mary? You know what Farjaha mean, right? Farjaha mean vagina.
Yeah, and it's used to refer to where the babies are grown, you know.
No. The word farj. The Quran mentioned the word farj tons of time. Furuj, farj, farjaha. It's all over the Quran. And farj mean an opening, a private part. So farjul mar'a. You know what does that mean? What farjul mar'a mean? Tell me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Okay. I don't think
so. Allah, and actually this is mentioned in the Quran twice. One, He said nafakhna fiha. The other verse says nafakhna fihi min ruhina. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So do you accept that your God, He breathed into vagina?
Yeah.
Why he did that? Why he did that?
The reason he refers to it is because she is virgin and she guarded her private part.
What do you mean target her private part? So Allah, couldn't Allah, you see, you said you believe the Quran, and the Quran says that if this is a book made by other than Allah, it is going to have contradiction, correct?
Okay, let me just explain myself better.
Okay, go ahead.
Because when he says أحصنت فرجها, that means she guarded her vagina. Correct. Okay, it's like you're asking me, do you accept that? Like, it's they mentioned the word vagina because it's related to the topic. That's why he says he blew into her vagina.
No problem. So did Allah created Jesus by blowing into Mary's vagina?
If you want to say it that way.
No, I don't want to say it. You tell me. Is that what you are saying?
Yeah, he blew his spirit into her vagina.
In the purpose of what? To create Jesus, correct?
Yes.
But isn't it the Quran says, if Allah, that Adam is the same as Jesus, He said to him, be, and he was?
Yeah.
Okay. So how now we can accept the two contradiction? Because if the purpose to blow into her vagina is creating Jesus, and you agreed, then the statement of Allah, if they're saying that Adam and Jesus are the same, he said to him, be, and he was. But as you see, he did not say be to Adam and he was, neither he said be to Jesus and he was. So this is a clear contradiction and will take us to a different level, because if Allah is the creator and he creates things by power of the word be, which means he meant things to happen, then he do not need to do anything except saying be. But as you see, if we go right now and check how Adam is created, is it true that Quran says Allah created Adam by his two hands?
I'm not very familiar with the verse you're talking about.
So how Allah created Adam?
He created him from mud.
Okay, what he used to create Adam?
Yeah, I guess he used his, well,
he used his hands, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now let us confirm that, and we go to the Quran, so you can read it together. If you go in the Quran, you will see the following. It says, when he spoke to Shaitan, and he said to him, why you would reject to bow down to and I created you, even Shaitan, and he created Adam by his two hands. This is in chapter 38, verse number 75. قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. And you speak Arabic very well, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So he said to Iblis, which means Satan, what made you, what is the objection for you to refuse to bow down to Adam, the one I created with my two hands? So okay, so now it's confirmed by me and you, we agree that Adam was created by Allah using his two hands, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and Jesus, in the previous verse, Allah, he breathed into Mary vagina. Do you agree? To create Jesus. Okay. But then how we can fix with this? When he said that the similarity of Adam is the same as Jesus, he said to them, be, and he was. But as you see, this is this is in chapter 3, verse number 59. آل عمران. إن مثل عيسى عند الله كمثل آدم خلقه من تراب ثم قال له كن فيكون.
Yeah, so خلقه من تراب, that can be the part where he makes him with his hand, and then kun fayakun, that's where he blows his spirit.
No, kun fayakun is a word. You say kun, it's a kun, it's a word. Kun mean be. Kun in English mean being. Do we agree?
I know, if you translate, like, if you look at it literally, but that's the meaning I get from reading that,
No, you cannot say this, because either we have to say like, okay, how Allah created Adam? From turab. Turab means dust, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what Allah did, he said be. He said be. Did he say I blow? Did he say I use my hand? Did he say I made mud? No. All what he did, he said be, and he was. That's it. So in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, or in the beginning of the Bible, you see God, when he created the earth and the heaven, when in the beginning he said, let be light, and light was. God did not use his hands to create light. He said, let be light, light was. Here, as you see, Allah used his hands. Allah blew into Mary's vagina, which is very weird. And then here, he claimed that he said be, and both of them, they were exist. But this is not what happened.
I see what you're talking about. I'm just searching for something.
My friend, if you go to court, do you give interpretation as you wish, or your words is going to be taken to account? If you say, I said be and he was, obviously you said he be and he was. You don't say later, oh, I meant I am using my hands. Say be and was does not mean you use your hand. That means you have a superpower
Okay.
You just make a command, and the command will become reality.
And the part before that where he says وَخَلَقَهُ مِنْ تُرَابٍ.
Doesn't matter. He said he when he say I created him from dust, he said he said to the dust, be Adam, and he was. That's it. That one. He's just telling us here what is the material he used to create Adam. So he said to Adam, be. He's talking to the turab. Be Adam, you turab, you dust, and Adam become human. But this is not what happened. According to your prophet, actually, Allah, when he made Adam, first he made him from mud, and he let him dry for 40 years. Correct? And then after 40 years, and I don't know if you know the story that Shaitan, he go inside the nose of Adam, and then he came out from his anus in order to see if Adam is full or not, because the angels, they were worried about who is this guy. So Allah created Adam for 40 years. He is just mud. 40 years. And then Shaitan go inside him, come from his anus, and then he told the angels, don't worry about him. Your God is full. This guy is empty from inside. And then after 40 years, Allah breathed into Adam. So when the statement says Allah said be and he was, that is a lie. It is a clear contradiction.
Yeah. I cannot say I'm familiar with the story.
All right.
Exactly.
But what do you think? What you know? What I mean? Do you think what I'm saying doesn't make sense, or?
It does make sense. I am looking into it. I feel like I need to understand it also. But yeah.
We cannot say that if Allah, it took him 40 years. You know the verse in the Quran, it says, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what that means?
Yeah, that we've been hasty.
Exactly. It's talking about what? It's talking about Adam. When Allah was creating him, Adam, he spoke to him and he said, finish me, Allah, before the sun set.
Where does it say that?
Open Ibn Kathir and see it, or any tafsir. كان الإنسان عجولا.
Well, how can Adam talk before he is finished?
This is not my issue. This is your God issue.
Yeah, well,
that would make it more funny. You know that like are you supporting me now, saying that the Quran is funny? Because this is a question I should ask you, not me, not you asking me. So are you asking me or you ask your God? So this is what your prophet said. So وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. He is ever hasty. Before he finished him, Adam, he said to him, finish me, Allah, before the sun set. Why? Because yeah, go ahead.
That's all interpretation, you know.
No. This is a hadith.
You just said Ibn Kathir.
Ibn Kathir, he is quoting. Where Ibn Kathir he get his word from? Like, was Ibn Kathir with Allah when he created Adam?
Oh, okay.
Are you getting my point? So, yeah. In order for anyone to give interpretation, he have either to quote Muhammad or someone quoting Muhammad. Correct? Because all the knowledge about Islam is coming from Muhammad, not from you, not from me.
Yeah, well, there is a hadith that Allah, he blew his spirit into Adam after he made him from clay.
Yeah, still doesn't make any difference, because now we are talking about what? We are talking about be and he was. Be and was, that means immediately. But to wait for 40 years.
لا بس من خلقه من تراب.
This doesn't matter. You see, if he created him from dust or from rubber or from concrete or what, who cares? The question is, did he say be and he was, as the Quran claimed, or it took him long time, because be and he was, that means immediately, not a century after. If I say to somebody, I build a building, I build a house, how you build a house, how long it took you? Oh, I said be and it was. What you understand? You understand that I said be and immediately it happened. Do we agree?
No, but the way I see it is that he created him with his hands, and then he gave life to him.
No problem. He gave, but how long it took this process?
No, I see why we're on not on the same page, and I think it's just my interpretation. Maybe you're right. It's not the same as everyone else, and I guess I just have to do some more research on it to understand exactly.
You see, it's not my interpretation. I did not say to you anything.
No, it's not. I'm saying it's my interpretation versus other Muslim interpretations.
Yeah, but can you do your own interpretation? Is it like for you as a normal person to do interpretation?
It's my understanding, I guess, not interpretation.
Yeah, that's so you cannot say because simply, if I want to do interpretation, you see, me as a Christian, I'm not giving you my own interpretation. I am saying you're scholars, and those are the best of you. Otherwise, why you Muslim call them scholars? Why you teach their books in schools? Why even they are the one who made your sect. So if I say this is scholar and this is scholar say so, then why they want to say so? Are they lying? And in Muslim world, if somebody said something is unacceptable, Muslims, they will make a big noise about it, and sometimes even you can be killed if you say something out of the line, right? So when Ibn Kathir or other scholars, they say such a thing, that Adam was asking Allah to forgive him, sorry, to finish it. Here we go. I open Ibn Kathir. I will post it to everybody, and I will give it to you. So here, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. Let me zoom in the page. Give me a second. It says here, Salman al-Farisi, and Salman al-Farisi is the companion of Muhammad, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Mention the story of Adam when he wanted to get up before his soul reached his feet. When his soul was breathed into him, it entered his body from his head downward, and when it reached, he sneezed. Allah said to him, and he said, Alhamdulillah, which is funny. I mean, so Adam is not even finished. You remember you told me, so are you saying to me, Adam, he's talking before he's even finished? You are the one who asked the question, right? Yeah. Okay. Good to laugh, yeah. So and the funny, Adam, he speaks Arabic, and the guy is not even finished, what a cute guy, I like my grandfather Adam. So Alhamdulillah, the guy did not even it's not even there. And then Allah said to him, may your Lord have mercy on you, Adam. What? And then when it reached his eyes, what do you mean? What do you mean reach his eyes? I mean, you must not believe that the soul is download file, and then is that the blood? It's a soul. What breathe into? So we breathe into him. Oh, this is how slow the breath of Allah. Look how long it takes. And then when it reached his eyes, he opened them. Now Adam, he can see, but he is not created yet. Remember, he speak, and the funny is, like the soul, Muhammad, what is his name? Abdullah, right? Abdullah.
Yeah.
Focus with me. So if the soul is coming downward, as we see in the screen, and then he sneezed, correct? And then he said, Alhamdulillah. And then the sentence after that says, and then when the soul arrived to his eyes. So the Adam was sneezing, moving his mouth, and yet the soul did not arrive to it. So it arrived to his eyes after, or to his mouth after. Look like in the time of Adam, his eyes was down his mouth, and his mouth was up, his eyebrows. Because how first he is speaking and his mouth is moving, and he sneeze and he say Alhamdulillah, and then after that the soul came to his eyes.
Yeah, I have to say this interpretation doesn't make a lot of sense.
This is not interpretation. Be careful. This is what your prophet said. This is not Ibn Kathir saying that. Ibn Kathir is just copying. That's what it says. So, and then when it reached his eyes, he opened them, and when it reached his body, okay, that's so what his eyes is not his body, and limbs, he started to stare at them in wonder. He wanted to get up before it reached his feet, but he could not. He said, "Oh Allah, make it happen before the sunset." In Arabic, you know, like خلصنا قبل ما تغيب الشمس يا رجال. So what do you think, Abdullah? This is your religion. What is spirit? Your God is not spirit. All the Muslims agree. And the Quran is a fairy tale story. What is this? This is how God created Adam. And Adam talking to God, saying to him, "Finish me." And how Adam knew about the sunset? And where the sunset? The sunset in the heaven of Allah in the sky? Adam created where, Abdullah?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, but you know that Adam created in heaven, in the sky, correct?
Yeah, definitely not on earth.
So how he is saying to Allah, "Finish me before the sunset"? So they have sun there, and the sun will set even in the heaven of Allah. I mean, if Adam saying that second day, okay, well, he saw the sunset happening many times already. He knew it's going to happen today. But this guy in the process of creation. So obviously, Adam is aware of sunset, aware of time, and he is the guy who just created. He don't know anything. So what do you think, Abdullah? Do you think your religion makes sense?
I think I'm gonna try to read more about the story of Adam's creation, because now I'm a little confused.
Well, I mean, I'm sharing with you the story. There's more.
Well, that's what I want to see. So I appreciate you taking my call.
No, you are welcome. You know, I'm happy to talk to you. You are a very polite man. Usually, Muslim they call me an insult and they use bad language. And you know, this is a great example. If a person talking nice and I speak to you nicer, you know, did I insult you? Did I say anything wrong?
No, it was a very respectful call, and that's why I appreciate it.
Okay, but you notice too that Muslims, when they call, they really insult, and they are being very aggressive. And then I have, you know, I am a man like everybody. I don't accept people to insult me. I don't believe in Muhammad. And if you don't like me to say that your prophet is false, then don't listen to me. I mean, it's obvious. I'm a Christian. I believe Muhammad is false. So why you want to be upset? But I want to ask you, have you ever heard before about the hadith I told you that Adam was, Allah, he left him for 40 years as a mud?
Where is that story?
Well, this can be found in many places. Depends where you want me to find it for you. Let us see. Let me see if I can find the hadith in Arabic and English. Give me a second. Let's see here. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's see this one. I will open it in Arabic. As long as you speak Arabic, I think we have no issue.
Yeah.
So here it says, An Abi Huraira. I will give you the link. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a website which is not like long page, so you can read it right away. All right. Okay, let's use this one. It's taking some time to open. Okay, actually I found this one is even better, because the question here, you can see my screen, Abdullah?
On YouTube, yes.
All right. So I will put it in the screen then. And then we will use a Google translation for people who do not know Arabic. If you see the question here, it says, what is the wisdom?
I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, it's going to come. Give me a second. It takes some time. There's a delay always. ما الحكمة من خلق الله تعالى آدم عليه السلام من على مراحل. You see the question, right? So what is the wisdom that Allah created Adam in stages? So how he created him? Not by saying be and it was. This is the question. And the answer is asking, Allah created everything from nothing by saying by one word, kun. So if he created Adam from mud, and he did not create him from Adam, which means nothing, and then he continued the answer. What exists in the Quran, etc., etc. Okay, so here says, أما ترتيب مراحل خلق الله سبحانه وتعالى لآدم فإنها بدأت في التراب ثم أضيف إليها الماء فصار طينا ثم صار الطين حمأ مسنونا أي أسود متغير blah 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 blah. And then he said we want to go to the 40 years. And here he mentioned he's the same as Isa. And then let us go to the 40 years. 40. Where is the? I'm just trying to find where the 40 years. I hope we did not skip it. The 40. The 40.
I will give 40 years, Christian Prince.
You saw it?
I'll give you 40 years to look for it.
Oh no! Oh, give me a few minutes. You want to bet? You are talking to Christian Prince, my friend. You are welcome. So anyway, yeah, no, it is 40 years. All right, let's use this one. So it did not take me 40 years. It took me less than 40 seconds. Actually, I have all the reference in front of me. I'm just trying to find you something, let us say, authentic website, official website, not just somebody making a website. You know what I mean? Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's all over, really. It's easy. So this is islamweb.net. I think you trust this website, right? Do you see the address? islamweb.net. And now do you see it says Inna khalaqa Adam. Let's use this. 40 سنة من مقدار يوم الجمعة, because the Friday, according to Muslims, was 1,000 years. So Allah, He created Adam Friday afternoon, and that was 40 years. Do you see it? And you see actually exactly the story I told you, that the angels, if you remember, about 15 minutes ago, I told you that Shaitan, he entered inside Adam, correct?
Yeah.
It says here, فَمَرَّتْ بِهِ الْمَلَائِكَةَ فَفَزَعُوا مِنْهُ لَمَّا رَأُوا وَكَانَ أَشَدَّهُمْ مِنْهُ فَزَعًا إِبْلِيسِ. So the angels, when they walk by Adam, who is just now a statue from a clay, they got so scared. And the one was more scared is Shaitan, Iblis. So he used to walk by him, by Adam, and he hit on Adam. Now Adam, not a human yet, he is from a clay. You see that right with me, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he hit Adam, and then he like, you know, he heard the sound. And then he said, like he explained why it's making sound, simply because it made it from fakhar, which is the dry clay, which we make, you know, jars and etc. from it, or even bricks now. And then here it says, وَيَقُولُ وَدَخَلَ فِيهِ وَخَرَجَ مِنْ دُبُرِهِ. Do you see it?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Can you translate to people?
It came out of his
anus.
Yeah.
So Shaitan, he saw Adam and the angels too, who is now a statue, and he was knocking at him to see what is inside. He heard sound, so like it looked like empty.